Alright, I'm going to be cleaning and repainting this New England Firearms Pardner pump action 12 gauge. As you can see, I've disassembled into some basic parts. Metal wire brush, Scotch-Brite paint thinner. I've already scoured this with hops number 9, but I want to really clean everything off, especially all oil residue, before I use the primer. This is a synthetic stock, and I've got primer that says it works on plastic. Alright, here's a bunch of real dirty paint thinner. It dries really fast. I will be wiping it down once more before priming. Hang it out in the sun and take a fresh rag, soak it with just a little bit of this, and wipe everything down, let it dry once more. I've scuffed up a couple spots that needed it, and wiped everything down with this dampened rag with paint thinner. Got everything cleaned up. I had to remove the stock because there was too much of that paint thinner coming out from the inside, so I dried it up. Here's what I will be using to do the camo pattern. Primarily brown. And I'm not going to spray it on. Usually you take some dead leaves or branches and use that as a stencil. But I'm going to be hand painting a tree bark pattern. A little green maybe throw in there. I've got foam brushes if I need to do some detail work. But most of it's going to be done with sea sponge. Alright, well, it's been a couple days that the paint has been curing. I was going to use this acrylic and red up on it a bit, and it doesn't look like it will stick very well to solvent-based paint. This is a water-based acrylic, so I'm going to throw that, save it for some other projects. I'm just going to use black just to accent this a little bit, give it a little more texture. here's the camo pattern. Added some black to it, make it look a little more detailed. Alright, I'm going to put on a couple coats of this matte clear finish. I've got the trigger guard and the sights taped up again because I don't want to paint over them. It's just, as it says, a matte finish clear coat. Make sure it's not glossy because this is camouflage. Now I'm going to give it 2 coats, give it about 10 minutes in between coats. Okay, this is ready to be reassembled. I have cleaned out the bore pretty well and have reinstalled the choke. Also cleaned out and oiled the bolt a little bit so it rides smoothly.